y'all, I'm Kirsten Matheson and I am joined with
Kevin Matheson.
And we are here with a new season of Caldwell excursions, so exciting stuff happening. Today we are in Wilson's Creek, as you can see with the welcome sign behind us, and we are going to be doing a little bit of fishing today. So what kind of fishing are we doing, Dad?
We're going to do a little trout fishing. First off, we're going to do a little spinning fishing, bait fishing with in the general hatchery supported trout water section where that's permissible, and then we're going to move on up to the delayed harvest and do some fly casting and some fly fishing. So pretty well known area here, Wilson's Creek, National Wild and Scenic Riverway, great resource in Caldwell County. It's kind of an obvious choice for a excursion.
Yeah, can't believe it's not been done before, so
I know.
We're excited we get to finally do it.
I'm excited, but
yeah.
I'm most excited to be here with my daughter and start this new season, and we're gonna have some fun today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe give them some new tips and some information, and so you can get out and enjoy this great resource that Caldwell County has. Wilson Creek Gorge. This stream behind us is typical of many southern Appalachian small streams. This stream is Carroll Creek. And we're going to start off probably the most popular and common type of trout fishing in Caldwell County is most people learn how to trout fish as a bait fisherman. These types of waters, this is a general trout waters. We'll show you some signs in just a little while of different types of trout water. There are diamonds on trees, and you can look up on North Carolina Wildlife, ncwildlife.com, and go to fishing, cold water fisheries, trout fishing regulations, and you'll see the different types of trout fishing. This is general trout water, or hatchery supported water, which means they stock this body of water periodically. They've stocked it fairly recently here in April. Not sure what we'll find. There have been people camping here this week apparently. We just came here on a Wednesday afternoon. It's overcast. Pretty good conditions for trout fishing actually. And we're going to start out by spinning fishing. Or this is an open face, some people call it, or a spinning reel. Small, ultralight, 4-pound test line. This is Suffolk's line. Actually, it was a Christmas present from Kirsten, my daughter, this past Christmas. A small little 5.5 foot ultralight spinning rod. And we have simply a small hook. In this case, it's a size 7 hook. True turn is my favorite type of hook because it turns in. And then a small little BB split shot, about, in this case, about 14 inches above the hook. And I'll be fishing with, this is a mealworm. You could use a small red worm, a cricket, a grasshopper. A lot of people fish even with corn, some with marshmallows, power bait or other trout baits like pot squeeze trout bait, and a simple little rig, just a small hook, a little weight, and a small bait for a small stream like this. We'll work our way up through here and see if we can find a small, most likely it will be a rainbow trout. That's what's stocked most prevalently by the North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission. Or it could be a brook trout. They actually stock brook trout, and a few brown trout. So we'll see if we can locate any as we move upstream. So enjoy. All right, we're here on Wilson Creek. Kirsten's behind the camera, and I wanted to show you where the different designations of different stretches of Wilson Creek begin and end. To my left, you'll see the spinning rod we were using earlier down in the gorge, and all the way up to this body of water. To my left, if you just want to pan there, that is Phillips Branch. If you'll remember, last year we hiked to a waterfall on Phillips Branch with Caldwell Excursions. It's upstream of here about 1.5 miles. And this section from here all the way down to the National Forest boundary at Brown Mountain Beach is hatchery supported general trout waters. No lure restrictions, 7 fish you may keep, no minimum size limit, and that would be with a spinning rod generally, or a spin casting rod, and bait most people use. Some people use spinners, etc., with treble hooks or as many hooks as you want. Now to my right, as you see on this tree, upstream of the confluence of Phillips Branch and Wilson's Creek, is what's called delayed harvest trout water. That means that from October 1st all the way till the first Saturday in June at noon, it will be delayed harvest. No fish can be harvested, no fish can be kept, but you can fish. But you have to use single hook artificials. That means a lure that only has 1 hook, no treble hooks, and no fish can be kept or possessed from October 1 to the first Saturday in June at noon. The first Saturday in June from daylight until noon is for youth. Children that are less than 16 years of age can fish first when it reverts to general trout waters from here up. And you'll see in my hand I have a fly rod, which is totally different than a spinning rod. The way you cast it on a fly rod, it's not the weight of the lure and the action of the rod going forward that propels the line and casts. It is the fly line itself that you work back and forth that has the weight, and it rolls over and carries the near weightless lures, which are like fishing flies. We're going to do some fly fishing upstream here on the delayed harvest stretch for single hook artificials, and Kirsten and I will show you how to cast a little bit, and hopefully we can catch a few fish. We were not very successful down on the general trout water, hatchery supported. Hadn't stocked that stretch recently. We're here toward the end of April. I think they're actually going to be stocking Thursday, a couple days from now, or maybe tomorrow. But saw quite a few fishermen, but no fish. But we'll see what we can get on the delayed harvest using the fly rod. buddy. Thank you for cooperating. I'm a little caddis pigeon. This one, if I'm not mistaken, I can't tell yet, but well, looks like a rainbow. That is a brook trout.
A brook trout.
Fish number 2. You know it's not the same fish. They're going all around me. Cute. Skating to you. I didn't bring a net today. I probably wish I had. I would have hit it already. This is a brook trout. Another one on the caddis pinker. Brook trout are actually char. They're native. That's a pretty fish. All right, take it under my arm. I'm gonna let you go. There you go. On the bottom, unharmed. You're swimming around my feet. Goodbye, little fishy.